A Friday night 2 weeks ago, just after 11 p.m, Zia Aziz, a minicab driver, is sent to collect a female passenger in Lewisham. The streets are empty. She directs Zia to a block of flats near New Cross Station. He has no idea what is about to happen next.
Give me the money, Brad. The next year, and your phone.
Faced with a gun, Zia had no option but to hand over 3 days' takings and his PDA.
I had an argument. Then he got a gun from his side and he got a knife as well. When I look at the gun, I said, yeah, take the XTA.
Hurry up, man.
There's a PDA.
Well, you're not going to argue at that point, are you?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
I was got shocked, scared from the gun and knife.
You must have been completely terrorized.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I was really scared, really shocked from that. It never happened to me before. And this is the first time. I've been doing this job for the last 2.5 years. It never happened to me. He could have killed me.
This is the recording of Zia's call to his base on the night of the attack.
Hello, boss. It's 643 calling. A guy came in and he showed me the gun and a knife. So he's taking my all money, yeah? He's like everything, boss.
Morning, the King Group, how may I help?
The Keane Group has 180 minicabs on the road on an average Saturday night. Since Christmas, they've had 4 attempted armed robberies and many more threatening incidents. South London cab firms have recently become the targets of opportunist thieves and muggers who used physical threats, knives and even guns to terrorise drivers, most of whom now fear for their safety. If they haven't already been robbed or assaulted, many now believe it's only a fare away. In the last 2 months in London, there have been 7 violent incidents involving knives, 6 involving guns and 4 involving other implements. Since Christmas, there have been 9 serious robberies. Nationally, the bigger picture is no better. Across the country in the last year, 9 drivers have been killed, one of them in London. Criminals have effectively been using private hire cars as mobile cash points, which they can summon to order. This is how it works. They call a cab, give a fake address, which they happen to be standing outside. The driver, of course, has no idea they don't live there. Then, directing the car to take them to a remote place, they strike. These are just some of the stories we've heard over the past 2 weeks.
Hello, this is driver 64.
64, what can I do for you, sir?
I think a customer, they were a thief, they robbed me.
They robbed you?
They punched in my face.
He slapped you in the face?
Yeah. He also told me he will stop me. I pressed the horn. Maybe somebody will come and help me.
Yes.
Or they worried and there was a car coming.
Yes.
They ran away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was attacked with the gun, then they steal my car, they hit me with the gun.
They were definitely on drugs, definitely. The guy with the gun hit me a couple of times in my head. Yeah. They opened my driver doors and they take me out.
They dragged you out?
Yeah, they dragged me out.
Did they say anything?
Yeah, they just showed me gun straight away. They said, give us the money, because we'll kill you.
Terence Flanagan from the GMB union, who looks after the interests of private hire drivers, insists that the police aren't taking complaints from his members seriously enough.
I suspect that they, not only that because we're from ethnic minorities, but a minicab driver, a private hire driver is considered socially at the bottom of the scale, a nobody, who is of no effect and is just a nothing. No one would ever declare that, with pride that they would drive a private hire vehicle.
And why do you think the police are being so sluggish in regard to these attacks?
I believe there's institutional racialism within the police force. I think it's been there for centuries. It's still there, it's still highly prevalent. And these people are not interested in responding to... They know that private hire vehicles are more than likely being driven by someone from an ethnic minority. And of course, they don't want to turn up.
And that lack of urgency is exactly what Zia found when, following the armed robbery, traumatised and seeking help, he went straight to Greenwich Police Station. Did they take it seriously?
Well, not really, no. I went to the reception. I said to the lady, this is very... I've been robbed by a gun. She said, you have to wait outside until we finish and then we take it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they take you up on your offer when you said you would go back to the scene of the crime?
No. They said no.
You have just reported an armed robbery.
Yeah.
And they would not go to the scene of the crime immediately?
No. The police must take it very serious because it's a crime. It's a by gun and knife robbery. And I'm a cab driver, you know, you could have killed me, you could have do anything, you know.
Having received little help at Greenwich Police Station, in desperation, Zia decided to flag down a passing police car himself on his way home in Lewisham, hoping they might be more willing to investigate the scene of crime, which these officers did. 2 days after the robbery, Zia's story took an unexpected turn. At Speedy Cars in Brockley, the owner, Peter, received a visit from what turned out to be Zia's attacker. He was trying to sell the PDA he'd taken at gunpoint. The incident is captured on the cab officer's CCTV.
That's him there,
yeah.
And you can see my back there talking.
Oh, that's you.
I'm talking
okay.
to him.
Yeah. And so he's wearing a woolly cap and some dark glasses, is he there?
A woolly cap
yeah.
and a three-quarter length dark coat. The driver came first, he looked at the video, he identified him, he said, yeah, that's definitely the guy that robbed me. The police arrived later, took a copy of my CCTV records. The police are presumably following it up.
At another cab company in Croydon, which has experienced a wave of attacks, the boss, an ex-police officer himself, says even he can't get the police to take assaults on his drivers seriously enough.
There are a few incidences over the last year where drivers have been attacked with knives. We do phone, but we are told that you are looking at anything between 45 minutes to an hour and a half before police can attend. And this is on a serious assault, so knife attacks on drivers.
An assault that's actually taken place,
yeah.
Not just the threat, but a physical assault.
It's actually taken place and it's happened. This isn't a threat. If the driver's reporting problems, then that means the passengers are a problem. So the whole thing is, you know, they've got to get there and sort it out.
But that's what they're there for.
We're not under that impression anymore.
Following another attack with a deadly weapon on a Roadrunner's driver, the police chose not to collect the weapon, even though it was recovered by the cab company and offered as evidence.
This is a gas gun, which the driver was pistol whipped with it and had stitches in his head.
But surely this is a prime piece of evidence, isn't it?
The police haven't bothered to pick it up.
Okay, so it's a dangerous piece of gear.
Very dangerous, yeah.
You told them that you had it in your possession.
Yes, yeah.
So this is the weapon that was used in that particular assault, and they weren't interested in it?
No.
We asked the police to respond to the issues raised by drivers and their union, but they declined to be interviewed and gave us this statement.
The Metropolitan Police Service treats all allegations of crime seriously and treats all victims of crime equally. If anyone feels that they have not received an adequate service in response to a specific crime, they should get in touch and we will investigate. Anyone with information on the New Cross robbery is asked to contact Lewisham Robbery Squad on 0208 284 8411. If you wish to remain anonymous, call Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111.
Despite the obvious risks, many drivers have no choice but to carry on working. But with 9 having been murdered in the last year, it's hard to imagine such working conditions being acceptable in any other industry. It seems that while minicabbing, once a notorious cowboy business, has become more respectable, there's little respect for the drivers who work in it.